Hi everyone, and welcome to another Langmuir Systems Fusion 360 tutorial video. In the last video, we programmed important information about our plasma cutter for Fusion 360 to compensate for while generating a toolpath. In this video, we'll create a setup in the manufacturing fabrication workspace. In this example, we'll be using the architectural plate DXF that you can download from Fireshare. As with any file that you import, you have the option to alter it in the design workspace before doing CAM work. Once you're done making edits, be sure to click Finish Sketch before moving on to CAM. Now we'll move into the manufacturing workspace and check our units of measurement. Make sure that you're in the Fabrication submenu, then click Setup, whose icon looks like a partially opened folder. When the Setup menu appears, you'll also notice the Work Coordinate System and Stock outline appear around the architectural plate. In the Setup tab of the Setup menu, the first thing we'll do is select our operation type, in this case, cutting. Next, our Work Coordinate System needs to be oriented in the XY plane with the Z-axis coming out towards the screen, as this is the plane that Crossfire recognizes and can work within. The Crossfire will only be able to cut your part if the orientation is set this way. If you created your sketch in the XY plane like we recommended doing in our CAD tutorials, you can simply select Model Orientation. If not, you'll need to try these other options. Next, to set the origin of the Work Coordinate System, first choose the type of point. In most cases, you'll choose Stock Box Point, then a corner point on the highlighted stock outline. Keep in mind that this point is where you will zero the X and Y axes of the Crossfire before cutting the part. Next, for Model, click within the body of the sketch. Now we'll move on to the Stock tab. In this tab, you define the stock for your program. Most of the time, you'll use the default, relative size box, as the other options don't apply to the Crossfire. With Stock Offset, you can add a specified amount of stock around your part to allow for some margin of error. We'll set our offset to add stock to sides and top bottom, then set a value of 1/8 inch to the sides, and oops! I pressed the Enter key on my keyboard on accident. No problem, all we need to do is right-click the setup we were working on and select the Edit option. Picking up where we left off, since the Crossfire has no Z-axis control, we'll leave the top and bottom offsets set to 0. If you're using a Crossfire Pro, we'll cover Z-axis control later. This bottom portion of the Stock tab simply shows us the overall area our part's stock outline takes up. In the Post-Process tab, you can enter a program name and number plus a description. This is optional and can be set later when we're actually post-processing this part into a G-code. Click OK, and you're done. In the next video, we'll go over defining a 2D cutting profile. Thanks for watching.